Let's move on from the potential downfall of democracy to a more light-hearted story about Sesame Street. They're racist. Or at least, that's what they're being accused of after a video at their theme park went viral.
Sesame Street, a place of inclusion and learning for generations of kids. But Sesame Place, the theme park based on characters from the iconic children's TV show, is issuing an apology this morning after backlash from this video showing two young black girls seemingly snubbed by a performer dressed as Rosita at the Sesame Place theme park near Philadelphia. Sesame Place initially released a statement saying that the costumes characters wear sometimes make it difficult for them to see, adding the Rosita performer did not intentionally ignore the girls and is devastated about the misunderstanding. But that statement wasn't good enough for many on social media who expressed outrage. Now other parents are sharing their own videos that they say show similar instances of their children being treated rudely compared to others, all seeming to show similar bias by characters at the park. As a result, Sesame Place has issued a second statement saying that they are committed to making this right, adding they will conduct training for our employees so they better understand, recognize, and deliver an inclusive, equitable, and entertaining experience for our guests.
This is some bullshit. These little girls are getting snubbed by Rosita. She's not even a top 10 Muppet. Yeah, like if Elmo or Big Bird snubs you, then yeah, I get it, they're big time. But Rosita, it's like getting snubbed by Hawkeye. My man, you should be honored to take a selfie with me, you Robin Hood ass mother. Oh, Rosita gonna ditch those kids. And just as an aside though, I don't know if this is racism or not, but can we take a step back and appreciate how ironic this outrage is? Because basically what people are saying is, why won't this total stranger touch my kids? They touch the other kids, touch my kids! Guy in a furry suit that I don't know, touch my children! You know what got me here is this. Sesame Place's explanation for this whole thing was weird because their excuse was that it wasn't racism, it's just that the costumes make it hard to see at lower levels. But that's where the kids are. Why would you design a costume for kids that can't see most kids? Huh? These guys are like, look, we're more than happy to give hugs to any children who are LeBron's height or taller, okay? I mean, if you can't see at lower levels, what happens with the employees in the parks? Like, they must be so confused. Every day they're just going out, they're like, damn, no kids again? Just a bunch of adult weirdos all by themselves. What's going on here? There's also a disconnect between the things Sesame Place is saying, because if this was just an innocent misunderstanding, then why is Sesame Place going to add bias training? Because either it was a mistake or it was racism. It can't be both. You know, it feels like now that's what companies do. They just go like, oh, we're going to do bias training. That's what they say just to get people off their backs. Yeah, we're going to do bias training. We're going to read some Ta-Nehisi Coates again. We got this. We're fine. Because what are they teaching them in the bias training? What is the bias training? Hey, so you see the black kids? Yeah. Yeah, that's all you have to do, see the black kids.